Hello today. Welcome to Wrang News. The use where we use wrong words, wrong grammar, and we tell you things that are wrong in society. Like this. Why is it not public knowledge whether May Thomas, who is under the same sanctions like win presidential candidate as Radin Mohammed, bank accounts have been cancelled, or acolytes and friends in the PPP? Does the president of Guyana still have a bank account being a close associate to May Thomas, or does the vice president and the other ministers of this government still have their bank accounts being close friends and associates of May Thomas? These are questions that must be answered. Everything should be a level playing field. What is good for the goose should be good for the gander. Also in the news today, Guyana Vice President Barra Jagdeo, you can find nothing about his personal affairs, children, wife on Google. You could find President Trump, President Obama, almost all democratically elected presidents. You could find out whether they get wife, children on Google. Only Barra Jagdeo. Only people that you doesn't find out whether they got wife and children is dictators and people that go on with a lot of vulgarity. The Guyana police force should investigate what is the age of Barra Jagdeo, supposedly fiance that he dragged out of the woodworks, not to see the people of Guyana, but to see the President of India. The President of India or the Prime Minister of India is more important to Jagdeo than the people that votes for the PPP. Barra Jagdeo is inherit a party by the late created by the late great Chedi Jagan, who had a wife and had his children, and every Guyanese know who is Chedi's wife and his children. A decent man. Why, as Guyanese, allow this indecency, this vulgarity? A man that trick a first woman, and like if he married and then throws you out like garbage, and now seems to have a woman that is half his age or less coming out to the woodworks with children. Is there a pedophile in the parliament? We should find out these things. It may not be a pedophile, but then it may be. And if it's a pedophile, then he should go to prison. But PPP is known for having pedophiles in their parties, and they usually resign for a couple of months, and then there is back on the list when election times comes around. These things are wrong. Remember, vote win for a change Guyana. We must put a stop in to all these vulgarity. Thank you for listening to Wrang News. Listen tomorrow for our next edition of Wrang News, where we use wrong grammar, wrong words, and we point out the things in society that is wrong.